Why are Somalia and Ethiopia in a deepening diplomatic dispute? The answer to this question lies in a recent deal that has stirred the waters of diplomacy in the Horn of Africa. Ethiopia, a country with a historical longing for maritime access, has struck a deal with the breakaway region of Somaliland. This agreement grants Ethiopia a lease of coastline and the establishment of a naval base, a strategic move to regain its old maritime glory. However, this seemingly commercial deal has not sat well with Somalia's government. They view this lease agreement as a violation of their sovereignty, an act of land grab, as it involves a region that, although autonomous, is internationally recognized as part of Somalia. The anger from Somalia's government is not just a ripple in the water, it's a tidal wave that threatens to destabilize the diplomatic relations between these two nations. And so we find ourselves in the midst of rising tensions, a diplomatic dispute that shows no signs of abating. The stakes are high, the rift is deepening, and the consequences, they are wide and far-reaching. The rift is escalating, raising concerns about wider consequences. But to understand this dispute, we need to delve into Ethiopia's historical connection to the sea. The country, nestled in the Horn of Africa, has a rich maritime tradition that stretches back to antiquity. Its ports along the Gulf of Aden and the Red Sea were once bustling hubs, serving as crucial trade routes that connected the East and the West. From the frankincense and myrrh that scented the ancient world to the precious metals and exotic spices that fueled economies, Ethiopia's ports were instrumental in shaping global trade. But over time, geopolitical shifts and territorial disputes have left Ethiopia landlocked, severing its direct access to the sea. Despite this, the country's quest for maritime access has never waned. It's a desire deeply rooted in its history, a testament to its past glory and a symbol of its aspirations for economic prosperity. It's more than just a logistical necessity, it's a point of national pride woven into Ethiopia's national narrative. This historical context sheds light on Ethiopia's current efforts to secure maritime access. The situation has escalated into a diplomatic crisis, with fears of further destabilization in the Horn of Africa. As tensions rise, Somalia has taken drastic steps, expelling Ethiopia's ambassador and shutting down its consulates in Somaliland and Puntland. It's clear that Somalia views this deal as an encroachment on its sovereignty, a violation that it is not willing to overlook. Ethiopia, on the other hand, defends its actions as a commercial necessity. With a history tied closely to the sea and a need for maritime access, it argues that the agreement is vital to its economic interests. Yet this reasoning has done little to quell the growing dispute. In the heart of this conflict is a struggle for control, territorial rights, and economic advantage. But the ripple effects of this disagreement could reach much further, potentially destabilizing an already volatile region. With both countries standing their ground, the dispute shows no signs of abating, leaving the region in a precarious state of affairs.